Who asked?
Vijaya Radha Devi Dasi.
Shikha?
Can't say.
Shikha? Jayapataka here.
Maybe they'll join in a minute or two. So the question is how to develop unflinching faith by Vijaya Radha Devi Dasi.
Well, associate with devotees.
To associate with devotees
who have unflinching faith.
who have unflinching faith.
Otherwise, the process of bhakti yoga.
And otherwise, the process of bhakti yoga
will gradually increase your faith.
Will gradually increase your faith.
Now it becomes unflinching.
Which becomes unflinching. So the question from Rasa Priya Gopika.
Rasa Priya Gopika.
Yes. How can we understand that our services are pleasing for Guru and Gauranga? If our services are not pleasing, does it affect our taste in chanting?
There's two parts to your question.
Well, there are two parts to your question.
One, how do I know if my service is pleasing to Guru?
One is that how do I know that my service is pleasing to the Guru?
If we're doing something which he asked us to do,
if we are doing something which he has asked us to do,
then it's usually pleasing to him.
Then it is usually pleasing to him.
If we're doing something which is what our authorities request us to do,
if we are doing something which our authorities have requested us to do,
and it doesn't fall in contradiction with anything the Guru told us,
and which doesn't go with any contradiction which our Guru has told us,
and it's not something that is completely against our nature,
and which is not completely against our nature,
then usually it's very pleasing.
then usually it's very pleasing.
If it's something that's against our nature,
if it is something which is against our nature,
but it's something that is urgently needed,
but it's that something which is urgently needed,
and sometimes by fulfilling that, one gets a special mercy from Guru.
and sometimes by fulfilling that one gets special mercy by Guru. If our services are not pleasing, does it affect our taste in chanting? If you don't carry out the order of your Guru,
then that's the third offense to the holy name.
Then that's the third offense to the holy name.
And naturally that will be something that hampers our taste.
And naturally that is something which hampers our taste. Okay. So next question is from Prananath Prabhu. Srila Guru Maharaj, when you will hold the big kartals?
Good question.
Good question.
I think they're in Mayapur.
I think they're in Mayapur.
I think they are in Mayapur.
I think they are in Mayapur.
So when I get back there, I was thinking to practice it again.
So I was thinking when I get back to Mayapur, I'll practice them again.
Would you like that?
Would you like that?
Yes. Very good.
So question from Nandapriya Prema Devi Dasi.
Nandapriya Prema.
Nandapriya Prema Devi Dasi. So she is asking, how do we give up our false ego in life, particularly in difficult or challenging situations with other devotees? How do we give up the false ego? Especially in challenging circumstances with devotees.
False ego is when we identify ourselves as the body.
The false ego is really identified as self as the body.
If someone tells us, oh, you're ugly,
If someone tells us, oh, that you are ugly,
we get affected,
we get affected.
that's false ego.
That's false ego.
If someone tells us, oh, you're beautiful,
If someone tells, oh, you're beautiful,
and we're affected,
and we are affected,
that's false ego.
that's false ego.
So, people can say different things.
So people can say different things,
Oh, we don't take it so serious.
but we don't take that so serious.
Because we know that's temporary.
Because we know that it's temporary.
And we want to realize our real ego, which is as a servitor of Krishna.
We want to realize our real ego, which is the service to Krishna.
So, false ego is the most subtle thing that ties us to this material world.
So false ego is a very subtle thing which ties us to this material world.
So, Krishna, he used certain instructions to Arjuna and Bhagavad Gita.
So Krishna gives certain instructions to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita
So that he can overcome the false ego.
so that he can overcome the false ego.
And by dovetailing our ego in the service of Krishna,
And by dovetailing our ego in the service of Krishna,
that's a positive situation.
that's positive situation.
For instance, Arjuna was a father,
For instance, Arjuna was a father,
he was a householder,
he was householder,
he was a prince,
he was a prince,
he was a general in charge of the army.
he was general in charge of the army.
But Krishna didn't tell him that you should give up everything and be a sannyasi.
So Krishna did not tell him that you should give up everything and become a sannyasi.
Rather, he said you should carry out your duties as you are.
Rather, he said you should carry out your duty as what you are.
But you should do so as an offering to me.
But you should do so as an offering to me.
Lord Caitanya also said, Jayapataka bole thako, sadahari bole thako.
Lord Chaitanya also said, Grihe thako, bone thako, sadahari bole dako.
Whether you are a grihastha, whether you are a mendicant,
Whether you are a grihastha or a mendicant,
you should chant Hare Krishna.
you should chant Hare Krishna
Loudly and stay fixed in Krishna consciousness.
loudly and stay fixed in Krishna consciousness. Then Charu Rupa Madhav Das. So he's asking, can we read Chaitanya Charitamrita before completing Srimad Bhagavatam? Can we read Chaitanya Charitamrita before reading Srimad Bhagavatam? Since completing Srimad Bhagavatam would take a long time, and I have read somewhere that Chaitanya Charitamrita should be studied only after completing Srimad Bhagavatam.
Generally, we read the Srimad Bhagavatam first, and then the Caitanya Charitamrita.
Generally, we read Srimad Bhagavatam first and then Chaitanya Charitamrita.
But we can start reading the Bhagavatam and simultaneously read Chaitanya Charitamrita.
But we can start reading Bhagavatam and simultaneously we can read Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Usually the Chaitanya Charitamrita philosophy is very high and one may not understand it.
But usually the philosophy in Chaitanya Charitamrita is very high and one may not understand it.
I'm trying to write a Krishna type book.
I'm trying to write a Krishna type book
for Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
For Lord Chaitanya's pastimes.
And keep the philosophy down.
And keep the philosophy down.
So that then one can go and read the Chaitanya Charitamrita and get all the philosophy.
Then one can read the Chaitanya Charitamrita and get all the philosophy.
So it's good to read a little bit of the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
So it's good that we know a little bit of Chaitanya Charitamrita,
but not that you leave aside Srimad Bhagavatam totally.
But it's not that you leave aside Srimad Bhagavatam thoroughly.
You should have a regular routine of reading the Srimad Bhagavatam.
You should have a regular routine of reading Srimad Bhagavatam.
If you have time, then you can read a little bit of the Chaitanya Charitamrita as well.
If you have time, you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita as well.
Or the Śrī Kṛṣṇa Caitanya Book
or the Śrī Kṛṣṇa Caitanya Book which I am compiling. So the next question is, this is from Nanda Gopi Priya. How do we beg forgiveness for fall downs from Guru and continue our devotional service? How do we beg forgiveness for fall downs from Guru Maharaj and continue our devotional service?
No. Reason not to reveal your mind to the Guru.
There is no reason to reveal your mind to Guru. To not reveal your mind to your Guru.
If you have had trouble with one of the principles, you can get some advice from your spiritual master.
If you have
had trouble.
If you had trouble in following some regulative principle, you could get some guidance from your spiritual master.
If you have recovered, then all the better to tell him you had difficulty, but now you come back to the strict standard. But
if you have recovered, then it's all good, but you still can tell your spiritual master that you recovered, but you had difficulty before.
And sometimes one is having difficulty with a principle, but it's not as serious as they think.
But sometimes one has difficulty in following one regulative principle, but it is not as serious as they think.
Better to reveal to the spiritual master.
So it's better to reveal to the spiritual master.
I will.
So this is from Fani Pisapati.
Oh.
Faneshwari Lakshmi Devi Dasi. So the question is, Sometimes because of our family responsibilities, we are unable to have personal association with devotees. Although our family is supportive but not so into Krishna consciousness, how to keep up our enthusiasm?
You don't mention if you're married and have your husband is supportive or not.
You didn't mention.
See?
Yes.
What you said?
She didn't mention.
That's what I said.
You didn't mention that you're married and your husband is supportive or not.
And of course, nowadays there's email and WhatsApp phone calls.
It's of course nowadays it's emails, WhatsApp or phone calls.
And you can talk to your parents.
You can talk to your parents.
And this way somehow have an audio association, audio video with Zoom or Skype.
In this way you can have an audio or video association with Zoom or Skype
Or WhatsApp.
or WhatsApp.
So I don't really understand when someone says they like association.
I don't really understand what the people mean when they say they really lack association.
When someone says, some of my friends, they spend so much time on Facebook.
I had someone say that I spend so much time.
No, my friends.
My friends spend so much time on Facebook.
And I said, how long?
I asked how long.
I said, 8 hours.
They said 8 hours.
And how long is that?
And how long you spend?
Only 3 hours.
Only 3 hours.
So they have 3 hours to spend on Facebook.
So they have 3 hours to spend on Facebook.
But then they say they don't have time for association.
But then they say they don't have time for association.
I don't know who they associate with on Facebook.
I don't know who they are associating with on Facebook.
So they're on Facebook, and this question and answer is being broadcast on Facebook.
So we are on Facebook and this question and answer is being broadcasted on Facebook.
So any technology can be used in a positive way or a negative way.
So any technology could be used in a positive way or a negative way.
Sometimes people are getting false news.
Sometimes people are giving false news.
Sometimes getting positive association.
Sometimes it can give any positive association.
When I woke up this morning, I remembered how
When I woke up this morning, I remembered how
Lord Chaitanya was so merciful.
Lord Chaitanya was so merciful.
In the Lochan Das song,
There's a Lochan Das song.
they go over by Tribhuvanai.
Dekho dekho bhai Tribhuvan nai.
Amana Dayala Data.
Amana Dayala Data.
Vasu Pakhi Jure.
Pasu Pakhi Jhure.
Vasana Vidare.
Asana Vitare.
Suneta Guna Gata.
Sune tar gun gata.
My dear brothers, look, there is no one in the three worlds.
Look, my dear brothers, look that there is no one in the 3 worlds
As merciful as Nitai Gaura.
as merciful as Nitai Gaur.
Lord Chaitanya made the animals chant, dance, and cry.
Lord Chaitanya made the animals chant, dance and cry.
He melted the stones.
He melted the stones.
See his fantastic qualities.
Seeing his fantastic qualities,
So I just remember how merciful is Lord Chaitanya.
so I was just remembering how merciful is Lord Chaitanya.
And then Lord Chaitanya says, Samsara Mojya,
And Lord Chaitanya says, Sansar Mojia,
Rohile Kodya,
Rohile Podiya,
Se Pode Nahilas.
Se Pode Nahiroas.
I am suffering and enjoying in the material ocean of birth and death.
I am suffering and enjoying the material ocean of birth and death.
I have fallen there hopelessly.
I have fallen there hopelessly.
I have no hope for getting the shelter of the all-merciful Nityagora Chanda.
I have no hope of getting the shelter of the all-merciful Nitai Gaur Chandra.
I am suffering and enjoying according to my karma.
I am suffering and enjoying according to my karma.
So, this is sung by Lord Chaitanya.
So this is sung by Lord Chandas.
So, Lord Chaitanya is so merciful.
So Lord Chaitanya is so merciful,
So merciful.
so merciful.
We would have no hope.
We would have no hope.
But Prabhupada brought Nityagora to us.
But Prabhupada brought Nitai Gaur to us.
And they're giving their mercy out.
And they are giving the mercy out.
And they're thinking, oh, they give the mercy out, oh, this, that. They want to give it so bad.
And we are thinking, oh, how to get the mercy. We are thinking this, that, so many things. But he is thinking, but he is giving the mercy.
He wants to give you anything. This person is qualified, this one unqualified. He gives really to everybody.
He wants to give the mercy. He doesn't see this person is qualified or this person is not qualified. He wants to give the mercy to everyone.
Jayapataka were evil people.
Jagai Madai were evil people.
They commit so many offenses.
They have committed so many offenses.
Yamaraj, he asked how many sins were they cleared from.
Then Yamaraj asked that how many sins were they cleared from.
And his heart said that if we put it all to writing, it would fill up warehouse after warehouse after warehouse.
And it was said that if we write all the offenses they did, it would fill up the warehouses after warehouses after warehouses.
We would have a team of architects working, designing special help for them.
We would have architects designing special hells for them.
Nityagora freed them all.
Nitai Gaur freed them all.
Why is it slightly clean? Clean.
He cleaned.
And anyone criticized them later on.
And anyone criticized them later on,
He said it's offensive to bring up a person's past life.
he said it's offensive to bring up one person's past life.
He is a devotee. I don't care what he was before.
He is a devotee, we don't care what he was before.
So Lord Chaitanya Nityananda, they want to give that mercy to you.
So Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya, they want to give this mercy to you.
Please take it.
Please take it.
So it's 9 last questions.
So last question. So this is from Sasi Mukhi Radha Devi Dasi.
Satyamukhi.
Sometimes when I...
She lives in Mayapur now.
She lives in Mayapur now.
My father is one of the greatest book distributors in the world.
Her father and mother are the greatest book distributor. Her father is the greatest book distributor in the world. One of the greatest.
And the mother worships many sadhus.
And mother worships many Shalina.
When you do something with could be one from Malaysia also.
She could be one from Malaysia also. Guru Maharaj was talking about Chandramukhi. So the question from Sashi Mukhi Radha Devi Dasi. Sometimes when I am sick, I find it difficult to chant. How much harder it must be when it's time to leave the body? How to chant or do devotional service when the body is not feeling up for it? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said,
he liked to walk.
He would like to walk
when he chanted.
When he chanted.
He was very active.
He was very active.
So he didn't like to sit and chant.
So he didn't like sitting and chanting.
He would walk.
He would walk.
Pace back and forth chanting. Pace back and forth chanting.
Pace back and forth chanting.
So, as far as leaving our body,
As far as
leaving our body, Krishna helps us then.
Krishna helps us then.
So we should practice chanting in all situations.
And we should practice chanting in all situations.
Because the time of death, of course, is the most difficult time.
Because the time of death is the most difficult time.
I went to the dentist. He said,
When I went to the dentist, he said,
the greatest suffering is kidney stones,
he said the greatest suffering is kidney stones,
childbirth, dying, and
dental surgeries.
Welcome to your dentist. Welcome to your dentist.
Welcome to your dentist.
So he said that dying was one of the most difficult times.
So he said dying is one of the most difficult times.
That's why we need to practice chanting now.
That's why we need to practice chanting now.
So that we can chant the time when we leave our body.
So that we can chant when we are to leave our body.
But even if we can't,
But even if we can't,
if we've been good and chanted all the way in our life,
if we have chanted all through our life,
at the time of leaving our body, Krishna will help us.
at the time of leaving our body, Krishna will help us.
We can remember Tapta Kanchani Gaurangi.
And we could remember Tapta Kanchani Gaurangi. She is one of the devotee attending Guru Maharaj's class. Devotee?
No, I mean not right.
So Guru Maharaj means Radha Rani, Tapta Kanchani Gaurangi.
Of course, Tapta Kanchani Devi Dasi is here.
Of course, Tapta Kanchani Devi Dasi is here.
By coincidence.
By coincidence.
By coincidence.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.